Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you this expert that we're bringing in. We're going to be discussing prison life, jail time, and what makes this person a very credible person. He has all the right credentials. He's been convicted and served time for manufacturing, for fraud, and for possession of stolen vehicle. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce my brother Leo, who is now going to give us an inside scoop on what prison life was like. And if some of the myths are real, did this really happen? Do we really have to soltar el chiquiriquis as soon as we go in there? If I eat the Cinnabon, are we married now? The one you left in my bunk? Like, I don't know. So we're gonna explore what that journey looks like from inmate to firefighter, what it takes to get there. So you're gonna take us through that journey today. Now that you're out of jail. Like or prison, right? This is prison. Yeah. You get out of prison. What does that feel like?
It feels good. I mean, now you're free to do whatever you want. You don't have to go to bed at a certain time. You get to eat whatever you want. You don't have to eat that crappy ass meals that they give you in jail and prison. It feels good. You have a lot of, free rights. You can go out there and do whatever you want, but you got to be careful still with what you do. Because any little thing, you already have a record. You can't go back.
What's the weirdest thing you can be sent back for? Because I know you're on probation, right?
I used to be on probation.
Okay, used to. So what is that? What's the silliest thing you can go back?
You could steal a candy bar from a liquor store and go back to prison for it.
Really?
I know a guy. He was a two-striker. He stole the candy bar. He literally told me he stole the candy bar from a convenience store, and they gave him a third strike. So he went back for life for stealing the candy bar.
No.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
He went back and then I told him too, like, hey, don't you feel like you want to appeal that? Or he's like, I'm old already. I don't care. Like, I have it good here. I'm like, okay, that's you. I mean, if you're comfortable, that's...
How old is old? I mean,
he was in his 60s. He was in his 60s. He was already sick. Like, I don't know what was wrong with him. But he told me, I don't care no more. Like, my family's taken care of out there. They don't depend on me, so I'm used to it. I'll rough it out and I'll just live in here. And he was okay with it.
Which makes total sense. Think about it. If you release me, now it's up to me to get medical attention for the illness that I'm suffering. Yeah. If I stay here, the state will take care of my illness and take care of me and feed me. Yeah, I'm sticking around. I mean, I think that's the smartest thing he's ever done in his life.
It's better than a retirement home. You don't have to pay for it.
Exactly. And you're not burdening your family for it either. They're not paying for it. The state is already paying for it.
Yeah, so he didn't have to worry about nothing no more.
Well, it makes total sense. The guy's pretty smart. He's smart. All right. So you're out here. First of all, what landed you there? What do you I really want to think was it a series of bad decisions or was it like just bad luck? What do you think it was that landed you first there in jail or in prison?
I would say a little bit of both. A lot of bad decisions and some very terrible bad luck. So it was like I was fucking around, fucking doing stupid shit in the streets. And I mean, obviously it was nothing good. I thought I could get away with anything. And then I started making more bad decisions and, listening to another fucking side chick that I had. It was like, it really ended up real bad. Real bad. Yeah.
So do you remember the moment when you go, I messed up, dude. Oh, dude, this is right here. This is the moment. What was that moment?
Oh man, that moment I was with my homeboy in front of his house. I had borrowed his car and we had went on I don't know how you can say this, on a little fucking just like I don't give a fuck moment. Yeah. Me and my side chick.
On a sick one.
We went on a sick one. Me and her, her and her homegirl, we went and we just started fucking doing stupid shit in the streets. We started breaking into cars. And suddenly I had like 25 credit cards on me. And we're going to go hit up a Target. I had another homegirl.
What toxica is this, bro? Like, what girl carries that kind of energy? Like, yeah, motherfucker, let's do this. It was the Bonnie and Clyde shit. Like, in a very disturbed fucking way.
It was pretty much like that. It was she was fucking something, all right. But fucking Yeah, so we go to my homeboy's house because his car started breaking down, and we're parked in front of his house, and suddenly fucking the police roll up on us, pistols out and everything, and we're like, oh
No,
shit.
no. What time was this?
It's like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, that's
6 in
when
the morning.
police will roll up on you.
6 in the
Okay.
morning. So fucking they roll up on us. They fucking get us, and fucking that was it. That's the moment I knew I was like, oh yeah, I'm not getting out of this one. They found the credit cards. They tried to take him in too, but I had to tell him like, nah, this is all me. Like he had nothing to do with this. We just showed up to his house. So he's like, okay, so they let him go. They let him keep his car, but they took us in. And after that, it was a wrap. It was like,
They opened up a file on you. They said, "Yep."
yeah, they opened up a file. I was in there for a while. I was supposed to be getting out because they really didn't have no proof. But then they raided my house, and they found a meth lab. And then they had other proof they needed to say, hey, you're not coming out no more. You're in here. I had like $1 million bond, I believe.
Yeah.
So that was the moment that I knew that I was like, oh, I'm definitely fucked. Like, I'm not coming
It's
out.
so funny because when that happened, I remember we went to go see if we can get you out, and we saw it was $1 million bond. And the guy that was trying to help us to get you out, he was outside in the courtroom, like in the jail. Hey, welcome to the holidays. Take your family home. We'll help you. That's the best gift to give your family. You brought your family member back home. And so when we talked to him, he says, how much is this bill? He says, $1 million. Damn. He said, nah, he's not going home. That means you have to come up with at least $100K.
Yeah.
Like,
He's staying in there for a long time.
Yeah. He's staying there for a while, bro. He's not coming out for the holidays. So, okay, so you get in there, they gave you your time, now you're serving your fucking time, bro. What was that like, having to serve that spill? Like, in there now, you're in jail. As soon as you get in there, was it everything you expected it was going to be?
Obviously, I didn't know what to expect. It was like, as soon as you go in there, you're, for the first time, right? Like, you're going in there, you know you're going to be in there for a while, but you don't know what to expect. Like, as soon as you go in there, they start approaching you. Homies. Well, obviously not the blacks because I'm not black.
Yeah.
But the homies, and then the paisas come up to you and they're like, hey, what's up? You know, this is my name, such and such. You know, you tell them your name. And then they're like, what are you, homie or student? A homie or a paisa? And I'm like, I didn't know what the fuck to respond. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, yeah, are you a homie or a paisa? And I'm looking around and I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know, so fucking, I ended up seeing somebody I knew, and he comes up to me and he's like, hey, what's up? You know, and I'm like, oh, what's up? What's going on? He's like, come on, roll with us, fool. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, hey, you're a homie now, fool. I'm like, okay. So I pretty much got adopted into like the homies, the Southsiders, pretty much.
Okay. And they said, don't go with the paisas.
They said, don't go with the paisas. We run the paisas. We run this dorm. We run everything around here. So you're gonna be with us, and that's how it went. And for like the time that I was in there.
That's jail or that's prison?
That's jail. Like right as soon as you hit inside the walls, you're in jail. You pick a car per se that you're gonna run with, and you have to stick with that car the whole way. Like you can serve your time in jail and say you're a homie, and then you go to prison and say you're a paisa.
Let me ask you this, but I mean, shit, I don't know. Even outside, you get your ass kicked to join the gang.
Yeah,
they kick your ass to join the paisas. I mean, the
homies.
The homies.
No, actually, no. It's kind of like a unwritten pledge, I guess, that you do to them. That's like
because you start hanging out with them.
You hang out with them. You eat with them. You do as they say, pretty much, because you have your shot caller and your right hand man, and they're gonna direct you. And they got other homies already in there, and they know what the program is like, so they're gonna teach you the program, pretty much. But if you decide that you run homie in the county and then you go to prison and you want to run paisa because you don't like the politics, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Oh, really? So if you're a homie and then you say, I want to.
Because you got to remember, there's a lot of people in jail that go to prison. So they see you in jail. They know you. Once you hit a yard and then you run back into them again, they're going to be like, he was a homie.
Now he's a paisa.
Now he's a paisa. So they're going to bring that up to the attention of the shot callers, and they're going to be like, bring him over here.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
Let's talk to him.
What's the difference between homie and paisa?
Pretty much
10K. No.
The Paisas, they like to run their own program per se. Like they don't like the politics either. You know, they
Okay, let's discuss politics because look, I wouldn't mind either way, but if something sways me to become a paisas, what would make me want to become a paisa? If as a homie you go, nothing's free, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're running with the homies, you're gonna help the homies out.
It-
What was that? The downfall of rolling with the homies.
the downfall of rolling with the homies was pretty much more. Now you gotta pay a tax. You gotta pay a mandatory tax. They're gonna tax your commissary. So you being in there, you don't have a lot. You have people, your family, whatever. They send you money, yes, or you can work for it. Like once you get to a prison yard, you work for your money, but you have to pay a tax every time you go to a canteen, every time you go to the store, anything you buy, whatever. They're gonna tax you on it.
What do you mean by a tax? What does that look like? What's a tax?
Okay, let's say I think they have a minimum now. They're up to like if you go $100 in store, they need like $10 off of that.
And how do you give them those $10?
You give them commissary. You give them.
They'll
They
tell you?
actually make you a list now.
Oh,
Before you could
well,
just
that's so convenient.
Yeah, they
Like
make
your
you a list.
Amazon wish list. Hey, cabrón.
Here, we need this. We need this.
2 cup of noodles. Fucking got it.
Yeah, so pretty much what they're doing now, though, but from the last time I was there, what they're doing now is you can actually buy the kitty. They call it a kitty, all right? That's the money that they gather up to send the money back to, like, the bigger homies that are, like, in the hole or the ones that are running the yard. So people buy the kitty for, like, let's say $200-300. Okay, and now all the homies that are in there have to pay into that kitty. So let's say it's a lot of homies in there. You get, let's say, $400 worth of canteen for the $200-300 that you pay. So it's a come up for you. You're paying $200. You're getting $400 back in canteen. So you're pretty much making double your money back. But they make you a list. They're like, this is what I want. I want some cheese squeeze. I want some soups. I want Doritos. I want this. I want that. And if your canteen comes in and they don't have that, you have to sub it in with something else. And then they'll have to pick out of your bag what they want to sub it in.
Oh, so whatever they want.
It's whatever they want.
Fuck you, motherfucker. You didn't get them a Doritos and I want this.
Yeah, so if you really had like, let's say...
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats, yeah. You wanted Kit Kats, right? You have 3 Kit Kats in your canteen list. And now they decided that they need to sub in for something and they take your 3 Kit Kats. You can't say shit about it.
Oh, fuck.
Because if you say anything, they're going to either say, oh, you're disrespecting the homies.
Yeah.
You don't want to contribute.
Yeah.
They're going to go beat your ass up.
All right, so you have to break off.
You have to give them something out of your stuff.
Okay. Now tell me when the 5th pocket comes in. When they tell you, hey, homie, hold this for me. And you're like, oh, shit. Come on, homie. I saw American Me.
Okay.
I saw the way. I know what Danny Trejo did.
Okay. Now, when that 5th pocket comes into play.
Yeah, see. You started looking up. I don't know if you know that.
let me look away for this one.
The 5th pocket.
When the 5th pocket comes into play, like, okay, when it came into play for me.
Okay. I can only talk personally.
Yeah. It came into play for me once. I was catching the bus to the courthouse from the county. It was like, I guess a couple of homies had, it refers to the wheelas, to the kites, wheelas, whatever. So all the homies were turning them down. They were like going to court. They didn't want to bring nothing back. They were like, no. So that night before, we had a meeting and they were like, okay, hey, we're having an issue. We're not getting information into this dorm. So from now on, anybody that turns anything down and we find out, you're going to get smashed the fuck out of this dorm. Pretty much. Yeah. We're going to get 3, 4, 5, whatever people it takes, and we're going to get you out of this dorm. So I'm like, okay, whatever. What are the chances? What are the odds, right? Yeah. It's like a whole bunch of us go to court in the same day. So what are the odds? So we're chained up, we're lining up, and we're getting ready to board the bus when somebody comes up to me and says, hey, what dorm are you in? So I tell him, and he goes like, oh, I got something for you. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you got something for me? He's like, oh yeah, I got something for you. Wait till we get on the bus. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what the fuck does this fool got for me, right? Like, I don't know this fool. Like, and then it came into my mind. If you turn anything down, you're gonna get your ass fucking beat. So I'm like, shit. So this is a must do now.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we get in the bus. He's telling me, hey, I have this kite for you. I'm gonna need you to take it back to your dorm, give it to your rep. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, okay. I'm like, how do I do that? He's like, oh, don't worry. Wait till we get to the courthouse and I'll give you everything you need. And I'm like, everything I need? Like, the fuck does he mean by everything I need? I'm like, all right, whatever. So we get to the courthouse. He gives me this little, I mean, I gotta admit, at least it was small. You know, it wasn't no big old fucking thing. It was small.
I'm glad it wasn't the Declaration of
No.
Independence.
It was super small. So
Okay.
he gives it to me. He's like, here's the lotion and here's this. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, fool, you gotta fucking shoot it up there. I'm like, how do I do that? He's like, you lotion that shit up, you shove it in, and then with your finger, you gotta push it in. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Okay, whatever. I'm like, whatever, I'm doing this. So he's like, as soon as we go in there, I gotta give it to you. You're gonna go to the bathroom, you're gonna fucking put that shit up there, and whatever you do, make sure you don't fucking lose it. And I'm like, what do you mean lose it? He's like, yeah, sometimes it gets lost in there. I'm like, so how the fuck do I get it out? He's like, you're gonna have to fucking check your shit every time you take a shit. I'm like, oh my fucking God, like, that's fucking disgusting. I don't know if I want to do this, but then I thought again, if I don't do it, I'm gonna get my ass beat. So, I long story short, I did it. The whole day, I felt like I had to take a shit.
Damn.
And then the whole day, I was sweating it, hoping that it didn't just come out because it felt like it was on the verge of just popping out.
Absolutely.
You know, so then, okay, I go through that the whole day like that. We get back to the jailhouse. And now, I didn't know this, but they search you to go back into jail from court. And I was like, oh, shit. So, you know, they strip you down. They tell you to bend over, squat, and cough. And I'm like, oh, my God, this thing is going to fucking pop out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. You know, and if you get caught doing anything like that, you're going to the hole. You probably get some more charges. I don't know what the whole process is, but they're like, yeah. Okay, so I'm like, fuck. So I squat and cough. Right? And I'm trying to do it gently so it doesn't like push it out. But no, they're like, they want you to like pretty much yell it out like, and I'm like, shit. So the cop is right there with the flashlight, flashing it. He's like, all right, cough. So I'm like, he's like, harder. He's like, he's looking at me and then he's like, oh no, squat down and cough again. And I'm like, shit, did he see something? Am I turtling out or what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, fuck. So I did it again. He's like, okay, you're good. Oh my God, you don't know how fucking, I was shitting balls. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I went back into the dorm. First thing I did is ran to the toilet. I told one of the guys, hey, I got something. They gave me a glove. Fucking, I'm in there, fucking took a shit, fucking washed it out in the toilet, fucking. And I'm like, here you go, dog. Like, I give them a shitty ass fucking wheelie. And they're like, all right, good, cool. And they fucking took it. And that was my experience with that fifth pocket. And that was the only time I had to do anything like that. After that, I was like, no fucking way, man. I hope this shit never happens again. Ooh. Like, it's just so uncomfortable.
Now, are there guys, you know how some people are craftsmen at their art? They're cabinet makers, they're stonemasons. Like, is there guys that were known for being the wheeler carriers, the guys that can carry like 5 wheelers, the guys that literally just could put a cell phone, the old ones, the big old block ones? well,
okay, it's funny that you said that. All right, now once I hit the yard at a prison, right, I'm working in the dairy. I'm up north. I'm working in the dairy, and you go through what is called a work exchange. You go out, they have a metal detector, you go out, you go work your day, and then you come back, they give you a new jumpsuit because you're working in the dairy, you're working with cows, you're working with shit all day. Yeah. So that's why they were picking up the drops. They'll get their tobacco, their drugs. One motherfucker had a cell phone. But it was one of the little small, like old school, like little small flip phones. Uh-huh. He forgot to turn it off.
No.
I bullshit you not, he forgot to turn it off. As he's going through the metal detector, he squatted and coughed. Everything was good. He started going through the metal detector. The phone started ringing, and you could hear a little echo of a ring. And it was like, what the fuck? Everybody's looking around like, what the fuck is going on here? Uh-huh. You know, and they look at him, and then they'll hear the phone go. And they're like, oh no, come back. I don't know how he even got through the metal detector, but they told him, come back. And they put him in a cage. Like right there and then. They put him in a cage, butt naked, and they told him to shut that shit out. So he had to wait there until he had to take a shit and push that motherfucker out. It was one of those little small, like the smallest phone I've ever seen, really.
Yeah.
You know, and they got him for that. They took him off the yard. I don't know where they took him
What's
after
the
that.
punishment for having a phone?
I don't know. It really depends. Like sometimes you just get extra time. Depends on where you're at and what you're doing, I guess. You either get extra time. Sometimes they'll give you extra time and you have to do like stuff around the yard for the COs. But you're still getting like a write-up, a 115, they call it. So you're getting an extra 30 days, an extra 60 days, 90 days. It depends on how many write-ups you have. Like, are you really cool with the CEOs? Are you really not cool with them? Did you give them a problem all the time? So it all varies and depends on your situation.
Yeah, personal situation. All right, damn, bro, they caught that fucking.
Caught the motherfucker.
Damn.
Another guy was funny because he had no asshole. He had no asshole at all. I don't know, something from when he was a kid. He had like a piss bag and a shit bag. And they would still make him strip down, squat, and cough. I mean, his asshole was sealed. Like there was nothing there. So it's like, what do you expect is going to come out? So he thought it would be funny to get a tattoo of a Band-Aid right where the asshole's supposed to be. And it said, ouch. And he would show us in the yard. He'd be like, we'll be playing softball or whatever. He'll show us. He'd be like, oh, look. We all thought it was hilarious because it's like, what the fuck are you doing with a Band-Aid there? And then I was like, I didn't believe it at first, but then they told me, yeah, he has no asshole. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, listen, my ex-wife told me a story about it. Because she worked for the sheriff's department, so she would process people in. And yes, exactly what he said. She would be the transport from the courts to the actual prisons. So when they got there, yes, they get you naked and they make you squat and you're supposed to cough. Now, one time they had a situation where a gentleman squatted and he coughed and something fell off. And the sheriff deputy grabbed it. And the guy started screaming and started trying to take off. So he grabbed it with both hands, and now they're both holding it. And he's trying to, no, let me go. And he's screaming. So all the sheriffs jump in, they help him, and the guy pulls it, and it pops. It was a hemorrhoid. There was blood everywhere. He grabbed onto the guy's hemorrhoid. Of course he's going to be screaming and yelling. You describe my hemorrhoid. It must be so painful. You can't even, what is this? Like, what is it? It's a hemorrhoid. It popped. Oh,
that's fucked up, is it?
It is fucked up, bro. But just, why do I say this story? Because it could happen to you if you don't tell the sheriffs that you have hemorrhoids. Just let them know. Listen,
they'll know in advance.
They'll know in advance that I might
disclosure.
pop out a hemorrhoid. Full disclosure. I was a truck driver a long time ago. Something, bro. All right, so the saddest thing you ever saw in prison, bro. Something that you were like, damn. Like, you can't help this person, but you know, you felt bad for them. You're like, shit.
The saddest thing was a homie, obviously. Fucking, he didn't have nobody looking out for him. He had no food, no nothing. And in prison, you're not allowed to, or jail, even in jail, right? You're not allowed to, like, share food with, like, other races. Oh, be specific with blacks, right? You can't share food with blacks. If you're white and you're, like, Latino or whatever, or you can share. But if you're black, you're not supposed to take open items from them, and you're not supposed to eat with them, right? Because I don't know why that happens, but so this guy, he had nobody with him, right? He had no food, no nothing. And the homies that were collecting the kitty is supposed to be for homies that don't have anything in there, right? They're supposed to share food with you. They're supposed to, like, give you at least a soup or something, right? So this guy didn't have nobody. Nobody was giving him nothing. So this one black guy, he would make his soup. He'll open up the little packet, the little seasoning packet. He'll put a little bit in his soup, and he'll give the homie the rest of it. And the homie will get some hot water, put the rest of that seasoning in his cup, and drink it, you know, to feel full, because obviously you don't get enough food in there. And it got brought up to the attention of the other homies that he was taking an open item from the blacks. So they're like, hey, come here. They talked to him. They told him, you can't be doing that. This is your warning. He said, okay. So then it happens again. Nobody's feeding him. Nobody's nothing, right? So he keeps taking open items from his black people. So now he has to get beat up. So unfortunately, they told me and 2 other guys to beat him up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you serious? Like, I don't want to beat this guy up for that. They're like, well, you know how it goes in here. Either you beat him up or we beat you up. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. So we put hands on him. We beat him up. And then it keeps happening. It happened like 3 or 4 times to where I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I am not beating up this guy anymore over that. You guys should be feeding him. You know, you guys should be feeding him. He's a homie. Feed him. But I'm not putting my hands on him no more. Like, no, that's not happening. Like, we could get down. You can fight with me if you want, but I'm not hitting him no more. So what I started doing was I started feeding him. I was like, you know what? I don't have much in here, but here's the soup. Here's some coffee. Here's the stop. I even had a talk with him like, hey, please stop doing this because they want to keep beating you up every single time. It sucks that you have nobody in here to look out for you.
This guy?
He was young. He was like, I want to say like 20s, like early 20s, like 21 maybe, 22. And I'm already like older, so I'm like, no, this like I already felt bad for him that he didn't have nobody in there taking care of him. And like you would see him, he had no hygiene, no nothing. So I would give him a deodorant, I give him a bar of soap, I'll give him some food, and I was like, just stop doing that because they're gonna beat you up to the point where you're gonna have to get rolled up out of here, and it's gonna be all bad for you then. Because once you get rolled up out of a place, it's like you're considered no good no more, I guess. And they keep beating you up from every place that you go to. They'll send a kite, they'll send a wheeler saying, hey, we took them out for this, watch out for them. And then obviously if you keep doing it somewhere else, they're going to keep beating you up.
You don't think it's a mental issue with this guy? You don't think it was something
I'm sure. I mean, he was on drugs for sure because I did see him afterwards. Like once we got out, I seen him in the streets and he was still like fucking just homeless. He was homeless. Like I didn't know him from the streets. I met him in there. I seen him in the streets and I recognized him and he recognized me. And he's like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? He's like, oh, you know, right here just struggling. So I give him a few bucks because I didn't have much either. So I give him a few bucks and I was just like, just be safe, man. Stay out of trouble, you know? But I mean, it's definitely the drugs, definitely like the street lifestyle that if you have nobody looking out for you and you're struggling, you're going to struggle.
Damn. Gang, so that's sad, dude. That's sad. Wait a minute, they don't let you have the seasoning from the sopa, bro? Come on, bro. Everybody deserves a seasoning.
Right, at least that.
At least that.
Like, don't give me the soup, just give me the seasoning.
Yeah, it's not like the black guy put his finger in your soup and did this. You know what I mean? Dude, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That is fucked up, man. Sad story, man. I hope Cup of Noodles hears this story and says, you know what? We're going to find this guy and give him a whole gallon of fucking seasoning.
Sorry, 2 seasons.
2 seasoning, so they don't have to open it.
Yeah. When you can share it, when you put it in your soup.
Yeah, exactly. Here you go for the homie you can't open the package for. You know what I mean? Don't add all of it. You can make it into 2 little packages. The same amount, just 2 little ones. All right. Any producer, any question you might have for this gentleman?
Yeah, let's start getting into what was some of the do's and don'ts there. Like if you could rapid fire, like don't do this, you can do that, you know, and just kind of debunk some of the myths of like you already covered about how you can share stuff, but let's talk about like is there showers you can share? Is there certain toilets you can
The
use?
do's and don'ts in prison when it comes. Okay, so you're now a homie, right? Mm-hmm. So what are those rules look like for a homie when it comes to prison life?
Okay, well, one of the older homies told me, he was my bunkie. He told me when I was getting ready to catch the chain, right? He tells me, hey, there's 3 things that will help you survive in there, pretty much. One is don't ever raise your hand to do shit. Then they can't force you to do anything if you haven't fucked up. So if you haven't fucked up, don't ever fucking volunteer for shit. 2, don't ever fucking steal anything from anybody. If you see a candy bar somewhere, if you see fucking anything on the floor, you fucking walk away from it and you fucking just ignore it like you never saw it. And 3 is pretty much mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. You get a long way like that. Don't get into people's business. Don't give your fucking opinion because If you give your opinion, somebody else is going to give their opinion on you. So those are the 3 basic rules to fucking like stay out of the way. You know, you don't volunteer for shit, you don't fucking touch nothing, and you don't give your opinion on nothing.
What do you mean volunteer? Well, it's not the PTA. Like,
Okay, because you got young motherfuckers in there.
They want to prove themselves.
They want to prove themselves. They want to earn their stripes per se.
They want to work the politics.
There's people that love the politics, and there's other people that hate them. I hated them. I didn't like them for shit. But there's people that like them, and they volunteer themselves to go do stupid shit. That's gonna get them more time, and it's gonna get the other person no time. That's gonna send you to go do something stupid.
Yeah.
Like there was this one homie that he had an older homie from his gang, and the older homie was already a 2-striker. But he was still into the politics and all that, so he had the little homie with him. And instead of him carrying the shank, because he's a big homie, he'll give it to the little homie. He'll be like, "Come on, let's go walk the yard, fool, but here, carry this for me." So the other little homie's carrying the shank for him. And now I remember one day we're in the dorm. And they started raiding the dorm. The cops, the SEALs, they started raiding the dorm. And they started patting everybody down. And they found the strap on his thigh. And they took him in. And the other homie's just like, "Oh, well. Like, sorry, homie. Like, you got caught with a shank."
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty much how they play it off. They're like, hey, he knew what he was doing. He volunteered to carry it. That's on him. And will they look out for him? No, they won't look out for him.
And that was a gun then? He had
he had a shank. A shank.
So they add just more time to his sentence.
They throw him in the hole. They add more time to his sentence. And, I mean, whatever happened to him, I don't know. They took him off the yard. So it is what it is. I mean, that's what you volunteer for.
Yeah.
So don't do nothing stupid like that.
Yeah, don't volunteer for shit.
Don't volunteer for shit.
Wow, dude, that's fucking bananas. Damn. Okay, really quick. Are these dudes in prison banging other dudes? Like, do they have relationships, bro? Is there like boyfriend, girlfriend, he call me he, she, I'm them, there? Like, are those the transgender community hit the prisons yet? What's the deal with this?
Okay, well, there is a lot of transgenders, there's a lot of gays, and like if you're in the LA County population, you're in baby blues. They put you in baby blues. Like the regular LA County uniform per se is navy blue. But if you're gay and you identify as gay or whatever, fucking they'll put you in baby blues. And they'll segregate you, they'll put you somewhere else. But once you hit prison, it's a whole different story. Like in jail, they don't want to see that shit, right? They're like, get the fuck out of here. They don't really put them with the general population. They put them separate. But once you hit prison, it's like everybody's all mixed up, right? There's certain yards that are like all gays or all PCs and dropouts and stuff like that. And they put them with the gays and like the child molesters and stuff like that. So, but there's lifers. And you got to remember, lifers ain't getting out. There's if a dude shows up with titties, long hair, titties, fucking acting feminine and stuff like that, and a lifer sees him, he's going to make him his bitch. Like,
really?
Yeah, he's going to be like, hey, come here. I'll take care of you. You know, I'll feed you. You can sell up with me.
Can another lifer look at that and go, hey, man, I want her now?
Yeah, they can. And they'll fight over them and everything.
Really?
They'll fight over them and everything. That's one of the craziest things is like,
I mean, is there guys that are not lifers that still go, I want her too?
There is.
Out in a week and I want to get some practice in.
Yes, there is. I mean, I believe that they do it because, I don't know, they're fucking just weird or whatever, but fucking, they do that shit. And the craziest thing is, some people that are not lifers, they're coming out, whatever, they'll friend you. They'll friend you. They'll fucking start giving you shit and stuff like that. And then fucking they'll tell you to sell up with them. And next thing you know, that you're in the cell with him, fucking, and he's fucking you, or he's doing whatever he's doing to you, and you're just like, oh shit, like you weren't expecting that, but that's what happened.
Oh shit, he courted you.
Yeah,
he courted you like a boyfriend.
Hey, come here.
Is that where the Cinnabon comes into play? Where you go to your cell and there's a Cinnabon, and then
I mean,
and you're in the yard, and then they go, "Did you like the Cinnabon?"
It's because you gotta know that people in there have bad intentions all the time. They're always out to get theirs. They're not going to worry about you. And if something happens to you, they're just going to wash their hands with you and go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. They're going to use you. They're going to use you and fucking just ignore you whenever it comes down to it. Like if they really have to have your back or whatever, sometimes they won't. You know, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're homies and everything, but I'm not going down for him, or I'm not doing this for him, whatever, because obviously you're your own man. You went in there by yourself. You gotta take care of yourself, and that's why stay out of the way. Don't volunteer for shit, and don't take nothing from nobody. Like if you can't get it on your own, don't accept it. Pretty much, because it's gonna come with a consequence.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have to pay for it somewhere. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes you have the good homies. They'll like look out for you and won't expect nothing in return. They'll be like, yeah, come on, you're from like my area, or you're from my hood or whatever, and it's cool. Like they'll look out for you, but don't expect it to be like all the time, because they don't want to be supporting somebody else in there. Everybody needs to support themselves.
Absolutely. If not, you're fucking gonna get checked too with your sopa. Oh yeah. A question: any brutalness? Like, was there a moment where you're like, man, I shouldn't have seen that, or fuck, I still remember the moment when that happened?
Yeah, there was these two black dudes, right? One of them I knew, his name was Tall. One of them I knew, the other guy I didn't know, but I think his name was Bear or something like that, because he was this big. Tall was obviously a tall guy, and Bear was like this big, like 300-pounder. They were playing chess. They're playing chess, whatever, but Tall knows how to play chess real good. He could beat you in 2 or 3 moves. And Bear was like, oh, I could beat you, whatever. So they put a bet on it. They bet it. I don't know what they bet it, but they put a bet on it. And we're like up in the upper tier, was just watching them play, whatever. Next thing you know, they started fighting. They started breaking down a fight, and it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? So this Bear guy, he gets the best of Tall. He drops him to the ground. He fucking jumps on top of him or whatever. And I guess Tall, out of desperation, he sticks both of his thumbs in this guy's eyes and starts gouging his eyes out. And to hear this guy screams, they were like incredible. It's like something you never want to hear ever again. He was yelling for his mom. He was yelling for God. He was yelling for, oh my God. It was like literally his eyes were like, I don't know, they were like sunken in, but they were bleeding on both eyes. The COs had to come and spray them both down. Imagine getting your eyes gouged down and then still pepper sprayed in your eyes.
Damn.
That was like, oh my God.
Christ.
That was terrible. I was like, I felt bad for him. But at the same time, I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck he's doing fighting with this big tall motherfucker, right? But it was like, jeez, that was terrible. I was like,
of course, you never saw that Bear guy again, right?
No. Yeah, I seen him again in the streets because I actually knew him from the streets. So I seen him again in the streets, and I was telling him about it. Like, dude, what ran through your mind when you did that? He's like, dude, when you're fighting for your life, you're gonna do whatever you have to do. And it made sense to me. I was like,
yeah,
okay, yeah. Like, I would have never thought of going for that fool's eyes.
Okay, so Tall's out in society.
Tall's out. He's out. He was doing I think he had done 15 years and got out, and then he's one of those guys that keeps going in and out, But I knew him from the streets. After he did his 15 years, I met him in the streets. Then I seen him in prison, and he was in there with me for like about a year. Then after that, I ran into him again in the streets, and I was like, okay, And then after that, I don't know. I see him. I would see him here and there, but it's been a while since I've seen him now. So it's like I don't know where he's at or whatever. But he gouged that fool's eyes out, and I was like, that is fucking crazy.
What does Tall do now?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, so I don't know. But he allegedly used to steal ATMs.
Used to steal ATMs?
ATMs. He was so tall and strong. Like this guy, I mean, he was like, he could have been like one of those wrestlers or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
but he would just pick up the
ATM. He
ATM?
would pick up the ATM and just take it with him. Like
wow.
I remember he took me to.
No.
He didn't pick me up and take me nowhere.
Here comes the Cinnamon story.
Well, no, we went to one of where his dad lives at, somewhere. It was somewhere up in like a desert area or whatever. You can literally see anybody coming from like 6 miles away. Like his house was so secluded, somewhere like in just an open desert area. And you can see like coming down the mountain, you can see the like vehicles, headlights and stuff like that. So he told me that he had an ATM in his property and he was breaking it open and stuff like that. And then he seen the headlights from the cops coming. They're coming for him. And he didn't pay him no mind. He was like, fuck it, whatever. He kept on going. And he gets busted. And I'm like, dude, really? Like, how the fuck? Like, you see the damn fucking police coming and you still get busted. He was like, I didn't give a fuck. Like, fuck it. Like, I'd done time before. And I was like, all right, well, whatever. I mean, I guess that's you,
That's it,
that's you. That's your thing.
Your moment, bro. Okay, so you pivoted. Obviously, we're talking to you and we're saying your journey to a firefighter now. What was that moment that you decided, okay, I need to change, or this is a great opportunity for me? When did that happen?
It actually happened in the county jail. I turned myself in on a case that I had a violation of probation on, and they had offered me 5 years, and I was like, no, so I took probation, right? So I fucked up the probation, and they sent me to jail, and I was like, okay, well, fuck it, now I gotta do 5 years in jail, right? And they actually offered me a fire camp program.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, well, okay, well, I qualify for that? They're like, yeah, you qualify for that. I was like, okay, well, let's do that. So I started going on hikes, started working out, started doing it, and it was like we're gonna reduce your sentence, and you're gonna get some kind of certificates and this and that. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm doing it for the time off. And then after that, they're like, hey, you can actually be a firefighter in the streets. And I was like, well, what? And they're like, yeah, you could be a wildland firefighter. So I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. Like, I would like to do that. So they gave me a good opportunity to train and to get the certifications I needed to be a firefighter. Uh-huh. So after that, I mean, I've been doing it now for 4 years. I'm gonna go on my fifth year next season. So it's been good. Like, it's been a good thing. It's helped me stay out of trouble, put money in my pocket, able to buy a home. And I love it. I love it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like, you get to help people out.
Horrible that in order for you to do what you love to do, and that's fight fires, other people have to lose their shit.
Yeah.
like things have to be destroyed for you to find joy in what you do.
I mean, yeah,
I hope you know that. I wish you the best luck, but I wish you no luck. I wish nothing burns down, and I wish everything stays great, but I get it.
I mean, trust me, like I feel for the people too. Like, it's fucked up. Like I mean, in order for us to make money, a lot of shit has to burn down.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of shit has to burn down.
I get it. I get it. So, but might as well see the good thing in tragedy.
You know, well, stop it from burning too much shit, but just enough to where you can put in some overtime and you can get paid.
Yeah, right. Hey,
no, just joking, but
they'd be like, really? Is that how it works? But now you're a fighter. That now. Do you see any of that? Because some of the guys that are with you got the same opportunity as you did. Do you see the change in them also? Or some of them stay knuckleheads?
Some of them stay knuckleheads. Like, they get the opportunity. Like, I already know of a few people that went through the same process I went through.
Yes.
And one of them now is back in prison for life. He got his third strike.
What did he do? What happened?
He went through the same program as I did. He graduated and everything. He got an engine spot, right? Working in the engine. And
what does that mean, working in the engine?
You got wildland and then you got engine life. Like, okay, I guess when you're in the engine, you're working in a firehouse. Okay. You're in an engine. You do hose lays. If anybody knows what a hose lays is, you're carrying up fire hoses up the mountain. Okay. To like surround the fire.
So you're part of the engine, the fire.
I'm not. The other guy was.
The other guy was. Yeah,
so he was part of the engine, right? But he started fucking up. Okay. Rumors have it. I don't know the exact details, but rumors have it that this started happening over some chick. He started getting high, getting drunk, and he started stealing from his fire station. So he was stealing from other firefighters, and they came to the station and arrested him. And they took him to jail because I guess he did a home invasion. So, I mean, having a good job like this, and you only work 11 days a month. Yeah. So it's like, and you get paid pretty good. So having a job like this, for him to go and do a home invasion and steal from his firefighter partners, I guess it was just like the stupidest thing he could do. Yeah. Because now he lost his job. He's going to prison for life now because he got his third strike because of the home invasion. Yeah. And he just threw it all away. I mean, it's hard work to get to that point where you're like, okay, like, I'm doing this now. It's not easy getting there. You got to work hard at it. So for him to throw all that hard work away and just over some bullshit that he was going through, like, I see it. Some girls, and then I don't know what kind of other issues he had going on, but yeah. And then I seen another guy. I was coming down from a hike and I ran into him. He was in oranges. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I fucked up. I'm like, dude, you were already working. He's like, yeah, I fucked up, but I'll be back. I'm like,
Wait, what do you mean he fucked up? What happened?
he fucked up. He started doing drugs again. He I don't know what he did exactly, but he went on the run. They caught up to him. They put him back in prison, and he's like an inmate firefighter right now. So
inmate firefighters don't get paid like you get paid. You get paid your salary. They get paid whatever the state issues.
Yeah. I get paid my salary plus like a little bonus every month for the overtime. They get paid $1 an hour now. Before it was like, I think it went up to like $6 or $7 an hour now when you're fighting a fire. But before it was like $1 an hour.
You know, and I'm sorry to go back to this. I just wondered, did you guys ever have events in prison? Yeah, I always wondered, is there like, did you guys ever have like a special event? Like
the Tigres del Norte when they go.
Yeah. Or did you guys ever have performers and you guys get to go see
Actually,
them?
yeah, so during the Palisades fires, once the fires were over, they actually invited the inmates because they were firefighters too, right? So it was a concert for firefighters for free, produced by Jelly Roll. And you could see in the stands, they had them separated from us, obviously. But you can see in the stands, the firefighter crews, they were right there enjoying the concert too. They felt like they had deserved it for helping out with the fire. Yeah. So they're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna treat you guys to a concert. So that was pretty cool. They actually let them go to a concert. I mean, they were supervised, obviously, but they were there. You know, they were there enjoying the concert like everybody else.
Let me ask you: in prison though, or in jail, did you ever have that? Did you guys ever have events or anything like that?
No. The only entertainment we had in jail, prison, was entertaining that we did ourselves. Like, we had little football tournaments, little softball tournaments.
But that's what I mean.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Among you guys, you know that, hey, man, are you going to the little soccer game we're having with the
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we had a football tournament. You know, the prize for winning the tournament was like 3 Cokes.
You see what I'm saying?
3 Cokes.
The prizes of these tournaments. Yeah, so, was there any like an American Idol type of thing in prison where you guys had singing competitions?
Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes there's some people that can rap in there and stuff like that. So they'll have like lights out and stuff like that. Sometimes they will have like little concerts. They'll perform little concerts. Some people were good. Some people were just idiots.
Did you have the freedom to go, hey, shut the fuck up, bro, you suck? Did that happen in prison?
Yeah. Sometimes, you'll say that, but then everybody will tell you to shut the fuck up, and it was like, okay, I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. All right. Now, were there any hurdles? That's what you wanted to know,
yeah,
right?
so like, were there any moments where you're like, I can't finish this school, or what made you keep going forward to finish this program?
Actually, that one first moment I had like that was still when I was in the county. We're doing they would take us on hikes and stuff like that, right? And it's like, okay, it's a hike and everything. But once the academy started, it was hard. It was like you had to like run everywhere. You had to go on hikes. You had to go cut a line. And I remember it was like I seen somebody, right? Like this guy, he was at attention, and like you're not supposed to lock your knees, right, when you're at attention. So he locked his knees, and then suddenly he went pale white, and he like almost passed out. So they like, okay, cool. They picked him up. They told him, you don't gotta finish this. You're already older. He was like in his 50s, and he was like, no, I want to continue this. So they gave him another chance. And then I seen another couple of guys that will go on hikes and they'll fall out on the hikes, because they couldn't like cut it or whatever. And I was like, and I see that they gave him another chance, right? So I was like, we were supposed to go on a hike and a cut. And I was like, fuck, I was so fucking tired already. It was like our 6th, 7th day into the training. And I was fucking tired. I was like, man, I don't know why the fuck I'm even doing this. So I pretended to go down because I was like, I could get the day off. But then I know they're going to give me another chance, because they're giving everybody a chance. So at that point, I was like, I went down supposedly and they took me back. And then I was like, all right, and I was like, do I really want to keep doing this? Like, this is fucking exhausting. Like, this is tiring. This is exhausting. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? If they're telling me that I have an opportunity to actually do something good and do better and actually change my life around, like, this is the only opportunity I'm going to get. Like, this is the moment where I have to decide, do I really want to do this or not? So I said, you know what? Fuck it, let's go for it. So I talked to them and I told them, hey, give me another chance, like Like, I could do this. And they're like, are you sure? Because, you just went down. It's fucking like 100 and something degrees outside. And I was like, no, I know I could do this. So from that very moment on, I started just trying my best, trying hard, trying not to be the last one, and that's a big thing for me. Like, I'm older, I'm fucking 45. So it's like, it's hard for me to get up a fucking mountain. But then I remember why I'm doing it. I'm like, you know what? I have a family. I want to make them proud. I want to make myself proud. I don't want to feel like I let myself down. So it's like, if I don't try, I'm letting myself down. So I have to really push. And it's hard because you're competing with all these other young kids. Like, they're 20s. Some of them are still in the 30s. And they can push. But you're like, you know what? They're not going to beat me. So it's a competitive thing. And it gives you, like, a lot of, I'm gonna say, it gives you a lot of, like, strength to keep pushing and keep going.
It creates grit in you, man. It creates that toughness in you that you go, I gotta go get it. That hunger, adversity, and it always does. How does this end?
I would say it's a big change. It's ending in a positive way. Like, now I get to actually help people out instead of, like, taking for them. I get to. We do a lot of events for, like, the community and stuff like that. So that's a big positive thing. It makes you feel good about yourself, and it makes you feel like you're actually accomplishing something in life instead of just taking. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like, when you're in the streets, you're used to just taking shit. You do whatever the fuck you want, and with no consequences. But now it's like you're giving back, you're helping people out, and people are grateful. People are thankful. Like, you'll be surprised sometimes how many times we come down from a fire or whatever, and there's people offering us food, beverages. They're telling us stay over here. They'll offer hotel rooms.
Do you know why?
Because
they don't have the courage to do what you do. Do you understand? And for them, they appreciate it and go, look, if it wasn't for him, we don't get to be relaxed, because then I would have to dig my backyard myself. But thanks to them, I don't. So thank you. And that's why military personnel get recognized, because we don't have the courage to do what you do. That's difference. That's why you get to be commended. So it's important that you recognize that. They're saying thank you for this reason. I mean, you earned it. It's not given. It's not for free. It's not just because. Yeah, by the way, can anybody just apply, or do you have to have a criminal record?
No, anybody could just apply. There's some certificates that you have to get that you could get online. You could go in with the very basic. And once you start your academy at the job, you work your way into it. You start earning more certificates. You start getting promotions. You start moving up the ladder, per se. But it all you need to do is be in good physical shape. Be able to hike, be able to run, be able to, like, learn. And it's the thing that you always stay constantly learning. You always have to be training.
When you
always
say
have to
hike, what do we mean hike? Hike is what? How many hours are you hiking for?
You're hiking for a couple of hours. You're hiking thousands of feet up. Like, you're hiking with weight. So you gotta be able to carry some stuff like a donkey or a mule. You're carrying stuff up the hill. Okay. And if you can't do that, it's not the job for you. Okay. And you got pretty much light to do it, like, because it's going to be some times where it's going to be tough. You're going to be like, why the hell am I doing this?
110 degrees.
110 degrees. You got 60, 80 pounds on top of you, and you're carrying a tool that you're going to have to go cut line for hours, and you're going to starve. You're going to tear your body down. But if you really like doing it, it's worth it. It's worth it. You enjoy it. You build a good friendships with the guys that you're working with.
I was about to tell you that when you're in misery, but there's other people in misery with you, you enjoy that.
Yeah, you enjoy it because you're like, you know what? If I'm going through this, you're going through it too. Yes. We're going through it together.
There you go, guys. Well, thank you very much, Leo, for this interview. I hope this was informative. I hope you take a lot from it. It was a pleasure interviewing you. Thank you for your time. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.